Hello. Hello, chat. You're done? Okay, I can talk at a normal volume now. My girlfriend was in a meeting, and I didn't want to loudly say stream things. Yeah, sorry to scare you guys. That scared the shit out of me. It was minimized. Sorry about that. All right, stuff to talk about. I was so sad when Ginger lost to SJ. Oh, that was a close set. That was a close set. Ginger raised some good points. I do want to call that out too, so I'm going to open up his Twitter as well. In fact, let's even start with that. Let's go into the recap for week 3. Commentary talking about how Mango does everything right and I do everything wrong against Falcon when he literally lost a set to Falcon pretty brutally 1 week ago. I don't think he lost a set that brutally. It was pretty fucking close if you ask me. But whatever. I mean, okay, brutal, and maybe he means brutal, like it was a brutal loss because it sucks that he lost that way, in which case that's fair. I'm also watching Mango back up and shoot quite a few lasers for you people without eyeballs up there. Trust me, I know more than anyone almost said in the world about how much better Mango that is, or all about how Mango's better than me at the matchup, but it's because of his punish game and his ability to mitigate damage. I want to dig into this in a second because I recently had this revelation about the Fox Falcon matchup that is very similar. Anyway, not because I'm a campy bitch and Mango's a Chad, no laser Falco lol. And then he said something else, which is a good point, which is, I know you won't think I have a Falcon problem, but I've only lost like 5 sets to Falcons ranked below me in like 8 years. You all just compare me to top 15 players when I was like ranked 40. Even now, essentially all the top Falcons when I lose to are ranked above me. That's a good point. It's like S2J's ranked above Ginger. Johnny's ranked, sorry, Johnny is S2J. Nunn's ranked above Ginger. Wizzy's ranked above Ginger. They're all like expected to beat him in terms of ranking. So it's kind of like, yeah, okay, he's losing the Falcons, but he's also worse than the Falcons. So like, I mean, all that really says to me is that the Falco-Falcon matchup isn't so good to where you can be way worse than someone, or not even way worse, but slightly worse than someone, and just like use the matchup to beat them, which is kind of what all the top players are saying about the matchup. Like I think if you take an Ices of like, imagine like an Ices of Wizzy's level, and then you have a Peach player of Ginger's skill level. Like Peach Ices is the kind of matchup where it's so bad that like, okay, you know, you're going to scrape out someone's just off the matchup. And I think people are coming to realize like Falco isn't so bad that you're just going to win off the matchup. You're going to have easier time in certain interactions, but like, you're not just going to get free wins because it's Falcon. And I think people used to talk about the matchup that way, but like, yeah, I think at low level Falco wins harder. Like I think at low, like if you take like Joe Schmo Falco and Joe Schmo Captain Falcon, and like Joe Schmo Falco knows how to short up laser and do some pillar combos or whatever, and Joe Schmo Captain Falcon kind of watched some videos where Falcon's got a grab and did some down throws, and I feel like at that level of play, like Falco shits on Falcon. And I feel like the closer you get to top level play, like it approaches better for Falcon. It's like 55-45 Falco. Whereas I think at low level, it's like really brutal for Falcon. It's like 7-3 Falco. Well, I want to go back to this really, because I think this is kind of illuminating. Ginger talking about it's because of his punish game and his ability to mitigate damage. So I realized that in the Fox matchup as well, Fox Falcon, this is crazy important. When you actually watch the top Foxes, there's a video too. I think it's on IBW's channel on YouTube where he talks about, it's like they're talking about how Leffen beats Falcons really bad. Like Leffen, I think, is probably overall the best Fox against Captain Falcon. I mean, I honestly feel like when I watch like Leffen like beat, when he wins hard, like he's dropped a set or two to Wizzy, but I think the norm is he usually beats him pretty bad. And it just feels like he hits really hard. Like, okay, there was this, let me see if I can find it. I think it was this, I was commentating this and I had my shirt and I tied it around my neck for no reason. It was a weird look, but whatever. I think it was this stop.
It didn't come, but you know, it's just like overextending.
It might have been this stop.
Moments like that, you're just looking at the magnifying glass. Is it going to disappear?
It might have been a different stop.
That's it.
Oh, we could have killed him. Even this stock is a great example, though. Like, Leffen hit him really hard. And I feel like when I watch a lot of Foxes play Falcons, like the top Falcons just hit them way harder. Where was I know it was one of the Battlefield stocks. I feel like Leffen just hit him. And he made it look super. It might have been this stock. Yeah, it was this stock, I think.
Oh, no. Okay. And he makes it look so easy.
Yeah, Leffen does.
That was like that looked like that's the. Kind
see how easy? Yeah, like okay, I'm saying it in the commentary, and I'm just gonna reiterate it. You see how easy he made this look? Like this stock looked so simple. He misses the shine out of shield. He misses the wave shine out of shield. He was trying to wave shine out of shield, obviously. Shine out of shield. This shit I think is super important. Like, when I watch Foxes lose to Falcon, I think they overemphasize not getting hit and they don't put enough emphasis on like just consistently getting a shit ton of damage on the Falcon. Like you gotta tech chase the shit out of Falcon these days. Like you gotta react to his techs. I feel like if you just like forget this is left and SJ, like just watch this combo. This is so simple. Look. Okay, good reaction.
Oh, my spacing sucks.
Hunt him in the air, baits out the double jump in the air dodge, and then it's like he's got him at the corner. Look, he's already at 92. Falcon on the corner. Like, that looked so simple. It just looked so simple. And, like, I realized that Johnny probably could have made that a lot tougher if he DI'd this up smash better. Or if he didn't get jab grab, because that's kind of fraudulent, but, you know, what are you going to do? Like, he made this tech chase really easy because of how he didn't DI it particularly well, but... Yeah, like, so much of this matchup, I think, and Falcon, I think both the Spaceys versus Falcon, I think when Spacey players think about these matchups, they think too much about how... You know, in a perfect world, you shouldn't be getting hit and all this stuff. But the thing is, I always call it like the person that really revolutionized this or like really made me think about this concept was when I was talking to Amsa. He had to play Johnny in his pool. And Amsa was talking about it's basically like if you just go blow to blow with Captain Falcon, like he's going to win. Because he's got like easier confirms into his kills. Like, I mean, he's just a fucking better character. Like Falcon Yoshi. He's just a better character. But like, if you can get one stock per match where you just like delete the stock with like, you got to get him off stage at a low percent. So, like, we don't focus on comboing him up. We focus on comboing him out, get him off stage and gimp him, like, at a percent before he can DI and start doing high recoveries. And if you can get one of those stocks, the matchup swings in your favor, basically. You just, like, you can't go blow to blow. You can't go blow for blow or nickel and dime, whatever you want to call it. I mean, he used a different phrase because we're talking in Japanese. But he was basically like, you got to get, I call it a haymaker. You know, it's like in boxing. It's like, you got to get your haymaker. You can't just, I call it, like, nickel and diming versus like getting a haymaker. And I feel like in some matchups, people forget that you have to do that. Puff Fox is one of the common ones. Puff Fox, like, I think if Puff never gets a haymaker, Fox wins. Like, you need to get a rest. You need to get a gimp. That's like that's what swings the matchup in Hungrybox's favor when he wins it. As you play Fox Falcon and Falco Falcon, I think you have to hit him really hard. I think it's not good enough anymore because they will eventually, the neutral's not so bad for him that they'll never hit you. And when they do hit you these days, the Falcons all make it hurt hella bad. And your stock, you will always basically get one stock per match that just explodes, at least. So it's really important as Fox and as Falco that, and I think Mango does this really well. Wizzy's SDI and Mango's comp, oh yeah, it's very cool to watch. What's Slime saying? To be honest, I think I articulated my perception to the best I could. Not saying Campo Falco, hey lads, because for one it's reductive and two, I don't think it's true. But yeah, most of the time I'll never get it right, so feel free to flame commentary. It is the way of the universe. And then he's got this, yeah, I agree. All right, well, anyway, moving on. Yeah, Mango's nutty at the matchup, but Mango lost to fucking FACEGOD, aka GODROLL, aka God King FACEROLL. Look, I was in the chat, and I was having a good time watching this tournament. Let's just get right to talking about the bracket. Fucking FACEROLL could have taken it all. Man, FACEROLL could have fucking taken it all, right? We all agree he could have just fucking won this whole tournament. Like, this shit was so winnable. This set was so winnable, right? I totally thought, he definitely could have won it. He could have won the tournament. And it's a single elim. It's not even like you don't even have to win 2 sets. It's just 1 set. And it was so, the game 4 was so close. All these games except, I remember one of the games was bad, but like, oh, it felt so doable. Game 3 was close. Fucking all this shit was close. No one ever expected it. Yeah, I mean, the thing about FACEROLL is like, he's such a fucking, let me see if I can find it. I love, what was that weekend where he fucking won a he won a tournament in the Midwest, and then he flew home. He won a tournament in the Midwest on Saturday, and then he flew home Saturday night, or Sunday morning, I don't remember, and then he won a tournament in SoCal on Sunday. Do you guys remember that? Over good players, too. House of Pain and Ultimate Nimbus. That's what it was. That's what it was. Yes. Yes. Yeah, it was impressive. Yeah. This shit was crazy. Yeah, FACEROLL fucking beat. Look at this list of people. Lucky, Fiction, Westballs, Franzio, Squid, Casper. These players are nothing to shake a stick at either. Yeah, this shit was crazy. Considering he had just flown home and he had just fucking won House of Pain in the Midwest. That shit was crazy. Yeah, FACEROLL's a grinder for sure. Yeah, he's 6-0'd Mewtwo King. Yeah, that shit was fucking... I feel like people forget about this set. But this set's so cool, yeah, I mean, especially because, like, you got Drug Fox commentating, Drug Fox is a big fan of Sheik. Obviously, he's one of the best Sheiks. So, like, he's really hype. He's really excited. It's really, like, knowledgeable commentary, but also really excited commentary. This is a great set. If you haven't watched this set on YouTube, watch winners and watch grands. Yeah, I definitely think he's, like this set kind of put him on the map, but I still don't think people were expecting him to do this good. Beat Mango in a 3-0 comeback. Beat None, which was fucking wild. Less unexpected, I think, than being Mango. And then he easily could have beaten Zain. I mean, some of the fucking stocks against Zain were... Let's just watch the end of match 1 and the end of match 3, because I think those were fucking super nail-biter moments. Captain GOAT God Face King roll. God roll. Look at God roll, dude. This is kind of, I mean, okay. Oh, shit.
Zain doesn't give him anything, though.
Oh, I think was that the double poof? I guess it was.
Double poof, slime. Anything, though.
This fair was a little questionable from Zain, I feel like. Oh, he just thought he could hit him. That's the thing. It's so risky to whiff against. Like, whiff against Sheik is really scary. Yeah, he thought this fair was gonna hit. But okay, he doesn't get really punished for it.
He's running off back airing like he's Sheik.
Okay. This was a common theme, I felt like, in this grand finals. This was a really common theme. So Sheik spot dodge really good against Marth, because again, you want to get him to whiff, and Sheik's got a really good spot dodge, but I think it happened too much. And even the commentators, you know, really started, I say even the commentators, like, no. The commentators started pointing it out. Like, I think the spot dodges got to be a little much. I mean, it's tense, you know. I think it got to where I think both players were a little nervous, especially FACEROLL. But yeah, I think you guys all saw it. There were a lot of questionable spot dodges. If anything, Zain could have started punishing them harder, but he was punishing them already pretty hard. Yeah, this was certainly an OMSATech. I think he was expecting an up B. Zain might have talked about that in the interview, right? There were some questionable spot dodges that I think were just spot dodges. But yeah, this is an OMSATech bait where you're holding on your controller. This is my controller. You're holding L and down C stick and away like that. Like that. And because you're holding down C stick, it buffers the spot dodge. So it does make sense. There's other counterplay for OMSATech too. I think this is really cool counterplay actually, because you're basically preying on, you're using knowledge of how the game mechanics work almost to you're reverse abusing game mechanics, if that makes sense. Like you know what they're trying to do, and so you're almost option selecting for them. You're almost like an option select is when you do an input and it leads to favorable outcomes based on what's happening on the screen. You're almost using their input against them, which I think is really cool. And I can't think of that many examples of something like that where you're abusing their inputs. It's like a reverse option select. Yeah, I don't know if that's like a well-defined term in the FGC, but we're coining it today. It's a reverse option select. Anyway, it still doesn't kill him though. The problem with this position is that up B, it just doesn't send that far. They're gonna DI it good, and like Sheik's gonna get to the ledge, so you know, whatever. But that one. Still, though, it's a tough edge guard. Marth Sheik, it's a tough edge guard. Like, because of that OMSATech mix-up, this is something Nintendo told me when he was picking up Marth. He was like, yeah, the thing about the matchup is that, like, even though I'm starting to feel like the neutral's better and better for Marth, and that, you know, the on-stage punch game is fine for Marth and all this stuff, the edge guarding is always going to be Sheik favored because of the OMSATech 50-50. And how you can use, like, for example, down tilt and things like that, or you can wait out the OMSATech and bait them into spot dodging, but it's always going to be a bit of a mix-up. Near the edge, Marth down tilt and F smash beats OMSATech since they're locked out. Yeah, that's something we talked about. But again, you know, they could read that you're going for down tilt, so it turns into this mix-up situation. Whereas I think we saw, especially later in the set, when FACEROLL got Zain off stage at high percent, when you use that Sammy stall, when you use needles, you could do so much. You could do needles, and then you can check to see where they are. Did the needles hit? Grab the ledge, do some Sammy stalls to like wait out their side B stalls. You can always do ledge hop nair to send them back off stage. Like, it's really rough. And you also have ledge hop bear. You can go out there. Like, Sheik just brutalizes Marth off stage. And that, I think, is one reason. That's something that, like, I think probably won't change unless people find some new tech. That Sheik just has a slightly better edge guarding. I mean, Marth can definitely do a lot of shit to Sheik off the recovery, but there's a little bit more reading involved.
That's 4 of those. Zain has hit 4 of up.
Okay,
like
so it throws him off stage again. But again, another situation. There's the OMSATech.
5, and 2 of them have been OMSATech.
And there's the double down tilt, you know, and you were saying down tilt into S smash. So you could do down tilt. It looked like Zain. So Reeve, actually, I'm curious to hear from you. So you're saying he could do a forward smash here, and you can't OMSATech the second one because you're locked out. It's too fast, I assume.
Every other Sheik would be dead here.
I don't think every other Sheik would be dead here.
Oh my god.
But I do think FACEROLL, one thing I observed about FACEROLL's playstyle in 2000, I remember when I played FACEROLL in tournament actually like last year, Paradigm Shift. I think he beat me in winners. It was like winners quarters. I think I had winners quarters was against FACEROLL or some shit. This is a Midwest tournament. I think it was no, it was no. No, it was the round before winners quarters. I remember because I had to win some in losers. And I remember thinking to myself, because I'd played FACEROLL in friendlies like 2 years or a year before that, but I remember thinking like, oh shit. So like, okay, my experience with the Fox Sheik matchup is like back in 2016 when Laudanus was getting good, Laudanus was way better. I mean, Sheiks even call it the Laudanus recovery, where they're basically Sheiks like Swedish Light, Mewtwo King, they used to just kind of up you onto the stage and like pray for their opponent to miss. I don't know. They basically weren't doing a recovery edge or a recovery mix-up. Levin used to talk shit to all the Sheiks. He's like, you guys are all not using up B shorten. You're not even using a mix-up. Like, you have a mix-up and you're just not doing it because it's difficult to execute. No one's labbed it. Sheiks are lazy. Remember, there was this whole period Levin was calling all the Sheiks lazy on Twitter. Whatever. And Laudanus basically realized you can use this set of angles to create a 50-50 mix-up based on you can do this poof, which is this one. Where you poof slightly above. So basically here, you're gonna grab the ledge, and you can cover this by rolling up. But if you roll up, the Sheik can go slightly higher and go onto the stage, and the roll up is actually gonna lose to that. Or you can even poof. So you're basically poofing here or onto the stage here, or you can even poof here, and then if they do the roll, you just fall to the ledge. So it becomes this mix-up scenario. And it's a lot more difficult to edge guard. You have to make sure that you hold on to your ledge invuln for basically as long as possible. And I remember when I played FACEROLL, I remember thinking to myself, like, oh shit, like he's way better at the recovery mix-up than the other good Sheiks right now. Like he basically kind of fully incorporated like the Laudanus Sheik recovery mix-up. And so even though I don't think he's the only Sheik that could recover from this scenario, but I do think it's a FACEROLL specialty at this point where I think he's really good at the Sheik recovery, and he will test both your knowledge of the flowchart and also how good you are at actually reading what option the Sheik is even going to go for. So let's watch the rest of this. Again, yeah, recovery mix up.
FACEROLL is incredible.
Oh, and he's built different.
FACEROLL is incredible.
Oh my god! He's built different!
You know what almost shocks me?
FACEROLL is
Didn't Zain... He wave dashed here, which is an R or L input. Why wasn't this a tech? What's the tech window? Isn't it like 20 frames after you... Is this 20 frames? What's the... You have to... Okay, a tech is if you can press the RL button. What is it? This was more than 20 frames? Hold up. Wait. So... That was 20? Maybe. I'm a little, might have been locked if you pressed before. He might have double pressed by accident or something. Long wave dash, he might have barely missed. It was a long wave dash. It's close. Yeah. Oh yeah, I could go frame by frame. I forgot about that shit. Oh, let's try. Okay, so this was the wave dash input. When would the press be? I guess this would be frame 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Huh. Yeah, he must have locked himself out by pressing beforehand. He presses in the air. But yeah, remember, I'm sure you've experienced where you try to L cancel, and because you L cancel, you get a tech out. Like that happens if you hard press for your L cancels. Sometimes you can option select the tech. Anyway, whatever. He must have locked himself out beforehand then, because this is within 20 frames, which is interesting. I'm pretty sure you should be able to tech here with your wave dash input. I think. Whatever. Fucking crazy comeback nonetheless. Just a random fucking cool moment from the set, I guess. And then game 3 was fucking close too. Like, again, FACEROLL with his back to the wall, 8%, but he gets the grab. Forward tilt. I think up tilt's better there, but you can smash the eye it. Also, I think you can actually potentially regrab if they DI. Well, at really low percents, you can regrab the no DI. Maybe at that percent you can. I would up tilt, but whatever. It's fine. This is all fine. Oh, and that's the problem. That's the fucking problem. It's so tempting to go for dash tech here, but yeah, grab is just better, unfortunately. I guess, I wonder why he thought dash attack. I wonder why he thought dash attack, because this is never a combo. I guess he just didn't expect him to shield.
What's up,
It's a shame. Damn, and it combos directly into Tipper. So, Zain picked Mango. That's other big news. Fuck you, no one button. I love this tweet. I think everyone loves this tweet. It's a very relatable tweet, and it's also like, you love to see it. You love to see people taking it on the chin, you know? You took it on the chin. To the 1,000 comments I've seen about me losing, that's the beauty of competing. I put myself out there every week to win or lose. It would have been easy to quit and talk about how good I am would be. Yeah, that's what he meant. Or how good I am or would be. Okay. Never liked it easy, so enjoy your mango. Losing time won't last long. Love this tweet. I think this is a great mentality here. Yeah, still in Division 1, which brings me to this shit. Not going to play today this week. See you Sunday. We settle this once and for all. Going to be then instantly lose. If it's Saturday, it's my son's surprise birthday party. So I can't play. We can play Friday if you want. Is SCL week 4 going to be on a Saturday? Am I missing something? It's on Saturday, so there's no rollback rumble to get in. What are they doing for Division 2 then? Like, okay, that means I'm behind on the fucking news. That's what I get for not driving down to SoCal for one weekend. Oh, qualifiers during the week. Oh, so they're still doing the qualifier thing. All right. Well, cool. Let's look at the matches for the final week. Again, it's Zain Mango. Man, I really hope this happens. It'd be cool if they play Friday. They should just play Friday. I don't know. This would be cool. They should sort it out. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of silly, though, because, like, if he plays in Friday, okay, if Mango wins, then, like, he's not going to get to play the next day. So, like, what the fuck is the point? And then Mango's going to know that, so his heart's not going to be in it. That's a little H-Box joke for you guys that might pick up on that reference. I don't know. I mean, at this point, Zane's got nothing to lose. Like, Zane's the back-to-back. He's going for the three-peat. He'll probably get it the way he's looking. So, Zain Mango, None Plup, Captain FACEROLL S2J, IBW Spark. Okay, so Zain Mango, fuck, man. I mean, this one's hard to call. Let's just talk about it as if it's actually going to happen. Mango, but no, I don't know. Zain won the last two. Zain's looking so good. Thing is, I don't think Mango's looking bad either. And I think the funny thing when I watched Mango versus FACEROLL, I realized I had this thought in my head, which is like, you know, I've always thought of Sheik and Marth being kind of similar combo weights for Falco to combo, but I feel like Mango has been focused so much harder on Marth lately. I really feel like Mango hits Marth a lot harder than he hits Sheik right now. I realized that watching the Mango versus FACEROLL set. Mango will get like, he'll get like 100 damage on Zane's Marth sometimes. And I'm watching him versus FACEROLL and like, it just didn't feel like he was getting like maximal damage. He's like getting like 40, 50 sometimes. Even though Zane's been looking harder than Mango lately, I think Mango can definitely do it. Mango's never been very good against Sheik relative to the matchups. He never practices it. I would love to see Mango just return to going Fox against Sheik. His Fox has always been awesome versus Sheik. I think when Taffa was with him, I think Taffa was trying to get him, like when Taffa was his coach, I think Taffa was trying to get him to just go Fox for the Sheik. And I definitely think it's the right call. Look, I just think Sheik beats Falco. I think Sheik straight up beats Falco 55-45, and I think Fox beats Sheik. So, None versus Plup. Okay, None got him last time, but like, I don't know. I still think it's slight favor Plup. Zain Mango, I think, is pretty even. I think Mango's super ready for Zain, and I think he wants it hella bad. I think even if they played on Friday, actually, the more I think about it, I think Mango wants to beat Zain so bad that I think his heart would be in it. Sorry, H-Box, to have to keep making this heart reference. But I'm saying it legitimately. I'm being genuine when I say heart. I think Plup is still the favorite. I don't know, man. Plup also should just go Sheik. Dude, Plup should just clean the Sheik up a little bit. Like, Sheik is not, like, I know he's got a lot more faith in his Fox right now, but like, I just think Plup Sheik is like so next, you know? It's so fucking next. It's so next gen. It's so future. And like, I know he's not feeling it, but like, Plup, okay, this is my like biased. There's no science behind what I'm about to say. There's no like, this is easily refutable, okay? And it's just my outside looking in, very surface level opinion. But I've always felt like Plup's Sheik is what got him to that God level of like top 3, top 5. And Plup's Fox is like a great secondary Fox for certain matchups. That's how I've always looked at it. Like, Plup's Fox has never looked like a dominant top 5. And I knew you guys were all going to agree with me. That's just how it looks, right? That's how it looks. I think the results, like if, I think Tafo, if he with the stats, I think the results back that up. I think if you take Plup's Sheik's resume out of the picture and you only look at the Fox and the Samus, well, the Samus is godlike, but that's another story. I think if you only look at the Fox and the Samus, I think that's accurate. I think Plup's Fox alone does not have the credentials. Not saying it couldn't. And if he, you know, I mean, we've seen what it can do. Smash them at 9 grand finals. He was playing out of his fucking mind against H-Box. Yeah, I totally think he's good enough as a player that he could probably be a solo Fox main and be as good as like a Leffen or a Cody. Like if he, you know, I mean, I think he's very close to that level, but like there's certain players he's never going to go fucking Fox against, right? He's never fucking going, his only win came from the Fox. She still got no solo win. Yeah. Well, you know, the funny thing was there was a period where he was able to beat, I'm not saying he always beat, but he was able to beat HBox with Sheik. Like, remember that one Evo 2016? Plup sent HBox won that tournament. Plup sent him to losers with Sheik. So, like, yeah, he did it Florida Locals. He did it at Evo. He fucking sent him to losers. HBox did beat the Sheik and losers, correct. But, like, it's doable. Anyway, this is all to say that I wish he would just bring the Sheik back and get it tournament ready. I feel like, see, the thing about Plup is I feel like Plup's got it so good. And what I mean by that is if you look at the top 2 players in the world right now, Zain, Mango, Plup, correct me if I'm wrong, I think Plup's got a winning record against both those guys. Plup's got a winning record against Zain, he's got a winning record against Mango, he's got a winning record against none. And he can't seem to beat Cody right now, but he's taking games and he's going... I just feel like he could do it. I feel like he could do it. Plup not Mango had 3 Evos in a row, same round in the bracket. Yeah, that's right. That's right. 2018, 2017, I believe. It's always the fucking winners semis, right? Plup is saying his Sheik can't keep it with Crack Foxes and Falcos. Right now, but he should have more faith in himself. You need a lot of confidence to play Sheik. Sheik is a confidence character. Plup, like, Tech Chase, like, the reaction Tech Chase is pure confidence. I keep saying it's like opping. If you believe you can hit the shot, you'll hit the shot. And if you can't, if you don't believe it, you won't. And I think with Tech Chasing, when you get the grab, you have to fully believe that you're going to react to get the tech in place reaction. And if you don't believe that you're going to hit it, you're not going to hit it. But if you believe it, Plup Fox is 0 chance versus Mango. Agreed. Well, not really 0 chance, but I believe that Mango's the favorite. And I think with like Plup's fucking matchup spread, like if he gets his Sheik back in shape and he figures out what to do against Fox for Cody, he's actually in such a good spot. Cause he stopped caring about Melee as much a while back because he hated having to go up against HBox every goddamn tournament. And guess who's not that good right now? HBox. Like, he's got like such a good matchup spread, man. And the thing too is like, dude, look at this seeding. None's got to play. Okay, so yeah, Plup lost to None last time. But if I'm Plup here, like if you're Plup and you're an optimist and you're a fucking gamer, I'm thinking I got None. That's a Falcon. I lost to him last time, but I can do that. Like, I used to beat the brakes off this dude. And then I got Zain and Mango. He can beat Zain and Mango. Like, he lost to Zain the last time he played him, but the time before that, he shat on him. And he's always had a good matchup against Mango. His Sheik tech skill is rusty. He hates feeling like he's not as fast as Plup Sheik because game-breaking speed was his thing. Yeah, I agree. I mean, has he even been playing that much Ultimate? I don't know what has he really been... I mean, I wish he would just stream more. I love Plup stream, and I mean, I guess this is all... I don't know. People are going to take this the wrong way. You can't say fucking I miss Armada's Peach without people saying you're being toxic because you're saying that Armada shouldn't get to enjoy his post-competitor lifestyle and enjoy streaming and all this stuff. And I don't know. You got to be so careful how you fucking talk about some of these top players because they'll call you toxic for saying that you're, I don't know, man, putting words in everybody's mouths and everyone's, I don't know. This is all to say that I think Plup, if he wanted to, and if he had the right mentality for it, I think there's a world where Plup just like, I mean, Plup has not looked that great these last couple weekends, but he's stayed as a solid Division 1 player. And I think that's a testament to how much of a threat he is, even in his kind of, you know, state where you're not sure how seriously he's trying to compete and stuff like this. And yeah, I mean, I think objectively speaking, if he's able to get that Sheik back up to snuff, this could actually be a really good meta for him right now. Anyway, FACEROLL S2J, I mean, this feels even at this point. I think Johnny has definitely an overwhelming winning record against FACEROLL, I think, but FACEROLL can definitely do it. Johnny's looking way better against Sheik than he used to, you know, a couple years ago, but FACEROLL is also looking way better than he ever used to. So, yeah, FACEROLL is on one, absolutely. I think this is pretty fucking even, actually. FACEROLL S2J. All right, lastly, IBW Spark. I mean, I think this is solidly in IBW's favor. Spark, he's a Sheik, and he's good against Fox, but I mean, IBW, I think he's very hard to beat as Sheik right now. I mean, this is kind of like, you know, it's kind of like, remember when Spark played Leffen at fucking Smash Summit 9 and Leffen just kind of shat on Spark? I still think Leffen is probably the best Fox versus Sheik in the world. For what it's worth, IBW, you know, he did drop a set at the beginning of the year. He dropped, I believe he got knocked out at either 13th or 17th to Captain FACEROLL. FACEROLL beat IBDW. I think IBW is definitely better against Sheik now. But yeah, out of these sets, these are all close as shit, and I think this is relatively lopsided. I don't even think it's that bad. I think Spark could do it, but it's like 3-1 odds Cody, in my opinion. I think IBW is just a better player right now. Cody's just better than Spark. Wizzy Aklo, Aklow's hella good, but I feel like you gotta assume Wizzy's the favorite here. This is 2-1 odds, 3-1 odds. Wizzy probably, although I'm rooting for Aklo. Fucking love Aklo. Okay, Ginger SFAT. I think SFAT's the favorite here. Ginger is on the up and up, but Ginger, I know he's beaten SFAT. This feels like slight edge SFAT to me. That's just how I feel. I think Ginger will beat SFAT. I could see it. I think it's a pretty close set. I don't think either one of these guys is really out of the woods here. This is pretty close. Yeah, this feels like a 6-4 kind of scenario. Ginger's been messing up Foxes. Yeah, we'll see. I got my money on SFAT, though. Me personally. I have my money on Zach. But I believe that Ginger looks very good at the matchup. PewPew versus Gatsu. Kevin always looks like any Falcon in the world could beat him, but he could also beat any Falcon in the world. This feels like a fucking toss-up to me. I don't really know. I would say Gatsu just because, like, I feel like PewPew has to play better, but I would not be surprised. This feels like 6-4 Gatsu to me. I'm going to say 6-4 Gatsu. PewPew, I think, is destined to lose his Division 2 match and then win in relegation, and that's just his life in SCL. I think PewPew is a solid Division 2 player the way that Aklo is a solid Division 2 player. Lastly, Azel versus Axe. Okay, well, we saw Sunsei versus Axe last weekend. I don't think Azel... I mean, I don't know anything about Azel's Pikachu game, but I always feel like Axe is one of these guys that if you're a hot, up-and-coming, rising fox... Dewan is a solid Division 2 relegation player, yes. That's exactly... He's a solid Rona Rumble top 4 player, I'll tell you that. I think Axe... I'm calling it Axe is going to win this 3-1. Axe 3-1. Did Azel beat Axe? When the fuck did Azel beat Axe? Azel versus Axe. Okay, Axe Ganon versus Youngling. I'm sure Azel won this one. Was he going random? What was this? Axe still almost won with Ganon.
Oh no. Let's go.
Alright, well, this doesn't really matter, but...
No way. Oh.
Axe won this game with Ganon.
That was almost game. Is that back
Oh, that's it.
Ooh,
Ganon can't... Oh, what was that edge guard? No, you got edge guard him!
That was over.
Woo! Wow, he beat him with Ganon. He beat him with Ganon and Youngling?
Oh no.
The fuck? When was this? Recent. Alright, well, I guess Axe is gonna win. He can just go Ganon and Youngling can win. Alright, that's tough. But yeah, Axe, I definitely think this is like 3-1 Axe, 4-1 Axe, maybe even 5-1. This is pretty solid Axe favor. I look up some VODs, but Jinder's won the last 3 or 4 versus SFAT. Really? Surprises me. You know what? I still got my money on SFAT. I don't care. I still got my money on SFAT. I believe. In regards to Aklo, the only Falcon practice he really got was versus Smuckers during Hax's nightclub. He has only lost 2 sets ever versus Smuckers. Other than that, he's often beat him. He also beat Johnny once. Those 2 are won in sets. Okay, interesting. Sounds like he's really good at the Falcon matchup. I mean, I still think Wizard's the favorite because I think Wizard plays so different from most Falcons that, like, just having wins against other Falcons, it's hard to tell just off of that. Yeah, I don't know. Wizzy always looks extra difficult for Foxes. It'd be cool if Aklo won that. And I mean, the stakes are fucking high this week because the winners go to... Fuck, I lost it. Man, I had the window open. The winners go directly... If you're in Division 1 at the end of this week, you are going to Smash Summit 10 Online. These guys cannot fall any lower than Division 2. So, like, okay, Mango say he doesn't play. Cool, let's just say he loses all his sets because he can't play. All right, well, then he's going to fall to Division 2, so he's in anyway. You're guaranteed in if you're Division 1 at the end of the week. And furthermore, if you're in Division 2 at the end of week 4, then you're fucking in. Yeah. Final week of final week of SCL leading to Smash Summit 10. It's going to be super fucking hype. Is it going to be Season 2 for SCL? Probably. I think they're going to do this again. I mean, there's a reason it says Season 1. On the Smash G as well, I believe it says Season 1.